Hello everyone, how's life? I wish everything is gonna be okay. So today me and my friends will explain to you about academic reading. What's in your mind when you hear about academic reading? Yeah, same like the name, academic reading is useful in academic and education. Let's see the definition of academic reading. Academic reading is an integrated skill that involves the process understanding such as asking questions, finding the correlation between one subject to another subject, interpreting meaning, making connection with the other research reference, and refining the topic and purpose. You may have a lot of questions in your head and I also feel the same. That's why we have to see the more explanation from my friends. So let's get started.
The definition of academic reading strategically is integral to the process of understanding the topic, finding research materials, and developing the writer's idea. There are three elements in academic reading. First element, reflecting on relationships among parts of the text in academic reading. Sometimes the main idea is simply information, but often it's a specific point of view, an argument, or a claim. Usually, the writer states the main argument explicitly in one or more sentences in academic reading, but the reader needs to infer it from the text. The second element in academic reading is interpreting the meaning of the text. There are some questions that you can use when you read the academic reading to interpret the meaning of the text. The first one, what does the writer give us in the text to support the main idea, argument, or point of view? The second one, what does the text offer to persuade us to believe the writer's argument, claim, or point of view? The third one, what does the writer use to convince us? This last one, does the text contain explanations, factual information, examples, or research report to strengthen the argument? The third element in academic reading is defining the purpose of the text. There are two questions that you can use to define the purpose of academic reading. The first one, why has the writer written this article? The second one, what message does the writer want to bring across? Writers have reasons for writing academic reading. Very often, writers have more than one purposes. Here are some possible purposes. The first one, to provide information. The second one, to convince the reader about something. The third one, to suggest solution to a problem. The last one, to motivate readers to change, that we call as a call to action. In order to know the elements of academic reading, we can use S-Key-4R method. S-Key-4R method is a method that identifies the components of active readings and provides a guide for navigation among them. S-Key-4R prompts a reader to survey, questions, read, respond, recall, and review the materials in academic reading.
Strategies for academic reading. Number 1. Read with a specific reasons. When we read an academic text, it's important to set what are our reasons for reading. There are so many reasons out there, and it's important to set the purpose or the reasons because each reason will lead us to different reading technique. For example, when we read a journal and we want to find a specific information like the name of person or time and date, it's better if we scan the text rather than read all of the text. Number 2, review the text to get an overview of its structure, looking at headings, tables, figures, or glossary, and then try to predict what is the content of the text. Number 3, mark every part or every section that contains important ideas so we won't leave it behind. And the last one, make a summary of the text in our own words. Next, create a list of unfamiliar words and try to define it later. We can try to define its meaning by identifying its relationship with the main idea.
The example of academic reading. All reading texts with topics or focus related to academic and education are examples of academic reading. It includes book, essay, translation text, research paper, conference paper, academic journal, thesis, abstracts, and education. Book. Books are one of the most common type places where we can find academic reading material. However, not all books can be. Only books that contribute to knowledge can be categorized in scientific works. Essay. An essay is a short article on a specific scientific topic. Usually, an essay aims to summarize and formulate a problem. Translation text. Urban, have you ever find textbooks that turn out to be translations from foreign writers? So, the results of the translations are also included as academic reading material. Research paper. A research paper is an academic reading material based on problem formulations, theoretical basis, and research results. Abstract. Through an abstract, you can find out the research topic, method, as well as the results of the research. Explications. Usually, explication is only used in class or scientific meeting to explain and prove theory briefly.